So we have this really clever little piece that we're handing out here in our showroom for this market. And what it does is on the front side of it, it begins to talk about what the spring summer collection is to us in words. I mean, if you're not here to experience it in person, these words will help bring it to light for you, what we're trying to accomplish during this High Point April Market 2023. This says our sensory experience begins with a warm, rich amber hue and sun-bleached greens to evoke a sense of calmness and tranquility. We're trying to also take this to another level by burning a fragrance that also helps take you to this very serene, calm, and tranquil moment for yourself. As you look around though, we bring in cooling shades of ocean blue, and it completes the palette for an homage to tropical nights in old world towns. It's all very well written, and you can find this information on our blog on our website. But the more important information beyond the words that describe what we're doing is the actual paint colors that we use to create the whole story in every room that we painted, especially for this market here in High Point. The three center colorations, and it's Sherwin-Williams paint number, Night Owl, Retreat, and Acadia Haze. Those are the tonalities that George used on the wall as the base color, and then the two darker versions that he actually painted those leaves that appear in the background of this little flyer. Eli did some amazing paint techniques using this quadrant of color, this quadrant of color, this quadrant of color, and this quadrant of color. The room we're in here is more a golden tonality on the walls themselves. This looks a lot to me like Venetian plaster, but without the shiny finish. It's more of a matte Venetian plaster kind of finish on the walls. And what he did is he painted the background of the walls a golden fleece color, and then he worked with Bosch pear paint color, and he mixed half of the paint in the lighter tone with half paint in the darker tone to create the middle range of paint, and he applied it with a paddle that is used normally to put glue on the back of wallpaper and to smooth the glue on the wallpaper out. The colors on the walls help really enforce the colors of the products that we chose to put in these rooms. The product color here is a very bold kind of yellow amber tone on the glassware, and a lot of gold and white on the ceramic that looks just beautiful against this background color. So in this room, we used more of a baked clay and red scent coloration on the paint, and it comes out really beautiful because it's not orange, it's not copper, it's just a really nice clay color that really does mimic truly the look and feel of hand-done Venetian plaster. And it highlights the product in this room the same way the yellow highlighted the product in the room next door. This product is more of a cool-toned, monochromatic collection that really pops off of these beautiful clay-colored walls. In our Studio A room, you have to ask yourself which came first, the product and the coloration of the product, or the wall paint that influenced the color of the product. Well, obviously, because we work so far out on our design and development work, the product came first and it influenced the coloration that we put onto the walls. It really is so beautiful when you see the background color of our showroom blending and working in harmony with the products that we've placed onto the wall itself. Here we have a set of 4 plates that hang different directions, and they're called the Indigo Abstract plates. And they look like something from a different time period, like in the 1950s, 1960s. And again, there's only 4 of them, but just depends on which direction you turn them as to what you see and how they look. And because they're all hand painted, each one is going to be unique. It's not like a machine is painting these, or you're doing incision work on the surface of the plates to create a valley where you stop the painting within the lines or outside the lines. Each one of these is really and truly very, very unique. Then we've got a lot of other product that just looks great against this color. These are called the Buddha vases, and they are a highly crackled glaze. And that's a reactive kind of finish, and you can't really control how the crackle is going to occur. You can mostly control the size of the crackle, but you don't know what patterns might emerge from the crackle glaze, reactive crackle glaze. Can you see how this one center section of this vase almost creates a complete circle in the crackle motif? We also have this black Scavo vases. They're black glass. See how shiny and beautiful the glass is on the inside? And it's got a Scavo treatment, which is done with chemicals in a very safe manner that leaves the surface of the piece very textural and also turns it different colorations as the chemicals react with the glass. This vase is called the Glow Vase, and it is black, but it also in this environment begins to look a little blue. Dark navy blue, but it is definitely black. The reason it's called glow, there's little bits of shininess that occurs on the surface of the vase to create this really hyper shiny pattern that is absolutely uncontrollable and unique on each piece. These are Portuguese slip molded ceramics. One of my favorite pieces, I have to pick it up and show it to you, is this beautiful marble rabbit. And it's called, the marble here is called graffito, and the rabbit has been carved by hand out of a block of graffito marble. He's got a little flat surface here to keep him level on a tabletop surface, but he's so sweet, so small and so diminutive. It's just a great piece of sculpture that you could place literally anywhere in your home, and it'll make you smile anytime you walk by it. The color on these walls has been achieved by using a mixture of samovar silver and sea serpent, and then a mid-tone was made by mixing half and half of the dark color and the light color into yet a third middle-toned color. The last of these beautiful paint job color stories I wanted to talk about is this one shown here, and it's a combination of hop sack and coconut husk, both Sherwin-Williams paints. And again, a third tone was created by mixing the two tones together, the lighter and the darker, and then applied by hand in the same manner of all the wall colors that we've shown you. This is a really interesting background color for our product, I think. It really does highlight the tonality of this wood against the background color. And also these accessories, I think, look great against that background color. And these wall sconces look fantastic against this color.